plan?
Are we going all out?
Yeah.
So they could do this. I don't think that they'll try to open storefront.
I feel like storefront's a big enough play.
Door charge freezer and then wall charge storefront so you can look at the front.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's rocking what?
I'm taking extra flash just to see if I can finish it right here.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Well, they're going now. They're ready.
Here I'm heading north.
Alright.
Who's got collector?
Do we have arcade or do they have it?
We still have arcade.
3, 2, 1.
Tell them going in.
Freezer and storefront.
Get the power.
Send it, brother.
Watch arcade. Watch arcade. They can't come the other way. They can't come
Nice.
through.
GG.
Get
Good
it?
execution.
Got it.
Green, we just censor office and dock, right?
Yo, what? It like swings open? Dude, this is slick.
I'm dropping.
Going. I'm pushing.
Nice.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, what's the plan?
Are we going all out?
Yeah.
So they could do this. I don't think that they'll try to open storefront.
I feel like storefront's a big enough play.
Door charge freezer and then wall charge storefront so you can look at the front.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's rocking what?
I'm taking extra flash just to see if I can finish it right here.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Well, they're going now. They're ready.
Here I'm heading north.
Alright.
Who's got collector?
Do we have arcade or do they have it?
We still have arcade.
3, 2, 1.
Tell them going in.
Freezer and storefront.
Get the power.
Send it, brother.
Watch arcade. Watch arcade. They can't come the other way. They can't come
Nice.
through.
GG.
Get
Good
it?
execution.
Got it.
Green, we just censor office and dock, right?
Yo, what? It like swings open? Dude, this is slick.
I'm dropping.
Going. I'm pushing.
Nice.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, what's the plan?
Are we going all out?
Yeah.
So they could do this. I don't think that they'll try to open storefront.
I feel like storefront's a big enough play.
Door charge freezer and then wall charge storefront so you can look at the front.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's rocking what?
I'm taking extra flash just to see if I can finish it right here.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Well, they're going now. They're ready.
Here I'm heading north.
Alright.
Who's got collector?
Do we have arcade or do they have it?
There we go. We're back. Gotta love plugging in a webcam. Feels bad, man. Hi, Sensei. Hi, Control. I was just saying that I'm managing. I got some IRL stuff going on that I'm not particularly thrilled about. And there was a big spider on my deck last night, and that kind of freaked me out. Like, we don't normally get like huge spiders up here, at least like often. But this one was probably like 2 inches across, and it's like, I used an app to like identify what it was, and it's literally called a giant house spider. And I'm not thrilled about that. Hey Fritz, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, I can't really burn it down because I'm in an apartment, but believe me, I want to. I want to so bad. So we're gonna roll with just the first gen we got, honestly. Hey, thank you, Twitch. Really appreciate that. The kind words are very appreciated, especially right now. I mean, okay, so I'm pretty sure I got like, how do I put it? Not arachnophobia, but I definitely get the heebie-jeebies from spiders, especially the fast ones. I can deal with like tarantulas, because for the most part, tarantulas are just, they're big and they're kind of chilling, right? They just, you know, they can be fast, but they aren't if they're calm, right? Like the spiders that we get are like giant house spiders, hobo spiders, wolf spiders, and they're all fast, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I'd post a picture of it on Discord, but I'm not sure if that'd be a good idea. Yeah, I mean, I like spiders as long as they're either out of sight or outdoors. If they're inside and I see them, they're dead. They're dead, or they go into the catch jar that I actually just bought for like going out and catching bugs. Yeah, hobo spiders are mad nasty. I'm not a fan of hobo spiders. You know, I'll post it in your CM channel. Well, what the hell? Do I have screen burn on my phone right now? No, I don't. Okay, just tripping up. I'll send this real quick while we're finishing up this gen. This is gonna be Clever Horn. Like, it's not like a huge spider, but it's big enough to make me uncomfortable trying to get it out of its little hidey hole, because it's technically like a funnel weaver. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it. But let me link this picture to myself, because there's 2 of them. I took 2 pictures to like try to identify it, because the app I use is like really temperamental. Let's see. Just control just back along with them. Yeah, exactly. It's the exact same thing for it's like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like avoid a spider, but if I see one around, like, it just kind of creeps me out, you know? It gives me like shivers. That's the best way I can put it. It's just like, ugh, you know? We're going to get my hotkeys. Fix that up. Also, I don't know what we're gonna do about this kidney room. Where should we put the door in the kidney room? Should we do it in a mean place, or should we do it right next to the other door? Let me pull up these pictures. Alright, I'm actually just gonna DM them to you, Sensei. There's one. And... there's 2. Alright, they'll upload when they get a chance. Yeah, no, the door is gonna be a green on this one. I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. I also need to remove these though, because I need to put the door like in the middle if the green door is going to be on that side. Otherwise, it's just kind of awkward to get around. Let's get the proper texture on these. All right. Where did you say? On the opposite side of the windows? Yeah, right? And like the worst part about that, Sensei, is it's like living in the siding. So the most you can see of it is like its front like 4 legs at any given time. And there's like this little piece of like wire or something that was out there, and I was messing with its like its web to like make it come out, and it rushed out. It freaked me out so hard. Yeah, I mean, the door's gotta be like somewhere, but it'd be kind of like, let's just put the door right here. Let's not be mean and just put the door right here, okay? There we go. All right. There you go. So you actually have like a chance of going back in. Vault button. This is kind of the hard part. So like if the vault door gets opened in this position, it'll cut off this. So let's think. We're probably gonna need a door right here, no matter what, depending on, well, actually, let's put it right here because we might change it up here in a sec. Let's do it there. Let's think. Think. Let's do that. Let's do door here, door here, door here. So we got 3 doors in the hallway. There's one outside your front door, slightly bigger and black. Ugh, yeah. We get false black widows up here, which are kind of spooky. They're like technically called like redbacks or something. But those are always freaky if you like flip over a rock and they're there. They're just chilling. It's like, ooh, I don't want to pick you up. Yeah, so here's my idea. So we either do the vault door like this, cuts off this rotation, which would probably be like fine, or we just move it so it's facing north. And that way you don't have to like come around this corner into a vault. Like if you're the last man, right? You're just like, you open the door and you can cover this from the vault. I don't know. I think I'd rather do this personally, just because then you can also like wall charge this. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just, you know, we'll live with it. And then we gotta move this guy back. We will do what the level generator has given us. And then yeah, let's look for the button. So the button probably should be like either here in this corner or like down here in lockers. But the other thing before we do button, oh, that's weird place. Look how I placed bar. That's kind of funky. Before I forget about it, let's just move this over here. Okay, so let's think. Think for a sec. Where should we place red doors? With this door setup, where should we put red doors? I guess button and red door are kind of like interchangeable, right? Yeah, I'm thinking button and kitchen, but the thing is I don't want it to be like an easy, you just run back, you know? Like if we put button here, that'd be really good, because then you still have to go through a couple rooms to get back to the vault. But it's also easy enough to like, you could just post someone up right here and just have them like run through, you know? Lockers backstage. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Let's do the lockers one, backstage, and then let's do the lockers one like here. Because if we put it on this side, it's going to allow for runouts a little bit more, and I'm not a fan of that. And then let's just delete these or move them up or something. So the attackers have a little bit more room to get out of the truck. Yeah, and then we'll put this like right here. I am on a snap. There we go. Alright, how's this looking? I like this layout. Now it's kind of coming down to cover though. See, now we gotta think. Because in this area, right, like what would the, here, let's get rid of that so that door isn't blocked. Let's think. I'll do some general cleanup first with just like basic objects. And then we'll go from there. Because it's kind of hard to tell like what we should do on a lot of this stuff. I kind of want to remove that too. And like just put something right here. But that doesn't make much sense because like why you can't like wall charge 2 walls. I mean whatever. Let's think. I want this stage to be something that you can actually defend from. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually move this stage a little bit. So we're gonna do this instead. Something like that. I guess the only problem is you can kind of see over this. Yeah, you can see over that, but that's not a big deal. We could also put it like here. Like that. I like that more. Then we need a wooden doorway for this guy. Let's turn all these around. Alright, let's nab a wooden doorway. Do we have an office? We don't. Okay. Wood door. That is not the one we want. Is this one? Yeah, so we need that guy. Then we need an indicator from this guy. Alright, where is it? Gib indicator. Let's just make sure that this... Okay, cool. We're gonna go into here. Paste that, zero it out. Those are 9s, not 0s. Zero that. Cool. And it's pretty much good. We'll just pop. Hey, there we go. It's just kind of funny. Doesn't really serve a purpose besides like, I don't know, maybe you just hide in there. But I don't want to have to remove this whole room. It's kind of annoying. It has been affectionately dubbed as a kidney room because it's like something that you could remove, but you could also just keep. It's just kind of like over there, you know. There have been times when like we've removed parts of a map, but like it just, I don't know. I'm lazy today, and I need to be making a lot of maps. I'm trying to think of how to do this locker though. Appendix of due process. Do appendix. How are we gonna do this? I think we need a shower right here. I think that's what I'm like kind of stuck on, is like these lockers are this locker generated fine, but it just doesn't really have like a strong just hidey position, you know. So let's see what it gives us if we do like this guy. Yeah, that'll work. And is it popping through the wall? It is a little bit. Can we just cheat it? Just swoop. Yeah, heck yeah. Do that. That room specifically gives me kidney stones. Oh, drink more water. You'll be fine. Cool. Easy peasy. There's our little rat spot. And I think we'll do it like this too. We'll make an L. Boom. Oh, please don't freeze. Oh, bless you, Unity gods. Cool. All right, how's this looking now? Also, this should be... That should be emissions. Real quick, I'm actually gonna change that so I don't forget about it. Admissions. There. Now I won't have to worry about it. Hello, Brookie Jill. How are you? Another map like Kill House or another map like Seesaw? I mean, that's a very broad statement. I'm guessing you mean like another mid-range CQB map? Yeah, the Vault blocking off something is definitely, I think, where it shines the strongest. Like, Vault in of itself is a very strong room, like conceptually, but when it blocks something off, that's like how it interacts with other things, right? Or other rooms. So I agree with you completely. Yeah, I mean, that's also just coming down to like, we have 2 long range and like 2 kind of short mid-range maps. So it feels kind of weird. Ooh, you know what we could be really mean and do? We could do that. No, that's too mean. I don't like that. Also, let's get the 2 wide bar back here. All right, we got that. Let's get some of these. And let's get some like couches, I suppose. Couch. Any of these floating? Oh, no floaters today. Hog. We'll do this one like back here. Cool. All right, let's save this and take a look. Oh my god, I think I got a mosquito bite on my like ankle, and it is driving me crazy. Oh. An Argus patch to put on a jacket. That'd be pretty sick. No, it's not a spider bite. It's a mosquito bite. It's not like, it doesn't look like a spider bite at all. Though I have been bitten by spiders in my sleep before. I don't know why they're just mean like that. Like, I don't know what I did, but they just didn't like me. And I've had it, like, them bite my face before, and it swells up really bad. Not fun. Let's get a couple things in the hallway. It doesn't have to be much, but I do want something in the hallway. It just kind of depends on what, right? So let's think. Where would something good go for the hallway? Maybe put something here, like right there on the corner. Maybe this little like hold so you can't, you don't just get obliterated trying to come around this corner. I don't know if that door is gonna clip it though. Oh yeah, it will. Ooh, that's rough. What if we do it on the other side though? We do it like that. I like that more. The only problem with this is like, well, if you just post someone up in Vault, they could literally just barb wire right here, and that kind of sucks. Like, I don't want to incentivize that, so maybe we'll put it down here instead. Be like a close range angle that you can hold on the green door. Hornet got stuck under your blanket. I mean, like, making... I don't know, making a close range map is actually pretty difficult. Like mid-range is probably the easiest to make because it's like very generic. You can just kind of like make shapes that are of a size and it works, right? As long as it doesn't like go above or below a certain size. But close range is really hard because like flashbangs mixed with zoning potential from like charges is just brutal to play against. Even on C-stores, it's really hard sometimes to get like a good layout that isn't just going to get flashed to hell immediately, and like there's nothing you can do about it. And I know that like in general the consensus is that like, well, you can't really do anything against it anyways, and it's like, well, I mean, if you mix that with 2 red doors plus wall charges, it's like you know, so kind of a tough cookie to crack. Alright, I think that's actually pretty good. We're gonna move this room label and then we're gonna get another one going. Let's just make sure that the rest of these room labels look okay. Yeah, they look fine. Truck is not facing anything in particular. Alright, anything else that we want for this? Last call? Final boarding call? Oh, Hornet says right outside your bedroom window? Oh, hell no. No, thank you. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'm thinking we ship it. No, I don't think that we need a sneaky spot in the hallway, because like this hallway has already got a lot going on in it. Like it's got a green entrance, it's got the vault door, it's got 3 other entrances to other rooms. Like I think we're chilling. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna save it and ship it. And we'll get another one going. I'm really liking what Axum did with the hallway for me. The hallway is so nice. I've been experimenting a little bit with it, and it beats the old hallway by so much. It actually like form fits to the level instead of it just kind of like just like going in a straight line forever. You still get that occasionally, but it's definitely a lot more uncommon. Like you'll see it a lot on like breezeway maps because it'll just generate like right next to the breezeway. Flat Pat mask sponsored by IKEA. See, like look at that. It like Yeah. The only thing that I don't like about something like this is like you really want that rotation around if the door is like that. You want the door to be accessible. Really want the door to be accessible. Like if this had wrapped around and then like lockers had spawned down here, that would have been perfect. Because then you would have had your rotation. Let's see what else it gives us. You can always just press the button. Ooh, this is a funky one. Yeah, see, it just like spawns a straight line if it's like this. I'm trying to debate because like the main problem with something like this is it would work if it had like 2 rooms over here, right? Like let's say reception and brick house up here, and then office came up like in an L, and then hallway connected it around. So it's like you had the breezeway here, but then you had a way around it too. So it's like a risky rotate and then like the safe rotate. Oh, I need to find a way to do that. Fill it with tons of cover. Yeah, thanks, Sensei. Have a good rest. Can't you move the vault? Yeah, I mean, technically, yes. Realistically, not. No. Like, it's just easier to try to gen another one. Unless it's something that's, like, you want a very particular layout, and I don't know, it's too much work. Like, in the time it would take you to make that one map, you could make 3, like, regular maps, and at one point or another, you gotta ask yourself, like, is it worth it? And most of the time, it's no, you know? Yeah, it's hallway just being a butt. Like, again, if it had spawned, like, this one piece right here, literally perfect. You know what we could do real quick is if it's gonna keep on giving us breezeway, let's do some shenanigans. Let's see, how many of these no value nodes are there? Yeah, so like these are all no value nodes. And I think what we could do instead is make all of these north ones really valuable, so it'll try to like wrap it around. Let's see if we can, did I set this up in a good way? Oh, did I? Oh, Pog? Oh, hell yeah, thank you, passed me. Let's weight these at like 4 each, because we want them to be spawned around. Yeah. No, let's see. Let's just double check with these ones. That one should be 4 and this one should be 2. Let's just see what this gives us, because this might actually be a really good thing. Yeah, so I can actually show you real quick. So if we clear this up, so like if we're going to take, let's say that I want to take lockers. Okay, like I know it's not the same as vault, but let's say I want to take the room lockers and I want to move this room, I don't know, here. Like I just want to move it down here for some reason, right? So I have to take this off, but it takes part of these walls, right? And these walls are interior. So that's something you have to account for. So we do that, boom. Cool, right? Just you clean it up, make sure that it's all good to the best of your ability, right? I suppose we could move some of these like up here. It's not going to be as much work because the textures are pretty much the same on these, but it's still going to be a little bit. Let's do that, let's do that. Ooh. Ooh. Right, so there's a start, right? Uh-oh, we got more to do. And that was just for like one little side piece, right? So I guess a better way of putting it, other than it's more work, is the room or margin for designer error becomes drastically bigger the more things you have to manually do like that. So let's say I forget to do these like bottom 2 walls and it ends up being interior walls that look like exterior, right? And the only way that you could tell is because of the topper. That's happened before because I moved a thing, like a room or a shed or I don't remember what, but there was an exterior breachable wall, like old times. And it borked like a ton of things for that test. But yeah, basically the more things you have to do like that, the greater it is the room, like the greater the room for error just grows. And like that was just for like an exterior piece that had maybe 8 walls total that you needed to adjust. So imagine doing that for a vault. And on top of that, vault just works better like when it's in the center of a map, so but yeah, it takes a lot of work, and like if you wanted to manually rearrange rooms, it's honestly just more efficient to just generate stuff until you find something you really like. But we're actually going to just kind of check our work real quick with this breezeway. FFC sus. What? Lighting shouldn't be affected anyways. It's not affected unless you delete part of a room. Because then you have to make sure that you have your probes that you change, you know, so if there's no room there, you don't want probes to be there because then it'll act like there is a room. And then on top of that, you just need to make sure that like the ceiling doesn't get left behind, because we typically work like this. Like, see, this works just great. This is actually like a decent level. Long ass hallway though. I really want to find a way to make this hallway like do something else, but I think the only way to do that is just to put it like hella low in the spawn order, and yeah, if I do that, it's going to do some weird shit potentially. We're gonna do some more shenanigans. We're gonna just see what happens. Hallway, let's make a new pass. Spawn at 101. 1. Let's pull this guy over here. Spawn him 100. Spawn that as 0. Let's pick this as 3 because it's always going to pick a hallway. Yeah, let's see what it does now. I don't know what it's gonna do, but let's see. No. Like, the problem with the outside breachable walls is it's very unpredictable. That's the main thing. Like, even with a storefront rush, you can predict that they're going to storefront rush because it's the fastest thing, but it's still pretty unpredictable of like where they can breach. If there's going to be like you can't see it, I'm air quotation marking, there's going to be a exterior breachable, it would be like lumberyard. I want to make the lumberyard walls breachable, for example, because technically to me it's a big shed, but we talked about it recently and it's like, well, it is a big shed, but the difference between shed and lumberyard is its footprint, is how it was explained to me, which makes a lot of sense. Like, if you have a shed, the shed is pretty much only taking like, you know, maximum a 4x2 out of the side of a level, but it's also just a very small room in general, so, you know, it is a kind of big deal, but it's also not a really big deal like if it had breachable walls. But a lumberyard takes up a ton of room, that suddenly becomes non-pennable, non-breachable, and I'd like to change that. Just need to find a way to do it that it's like it also fixes existing lumberyards, and that's honestly kind of the hard part. Is like, now that it's in and we have these things in production, it's very hard to change them. So maybe if the fences weren't so far away, but I like the fences being far away, because then if they wall breach it, you still have time to like look out the doors, you know. But this is a little wide. It was more like, this isn't a breezeway. That's the problem. Like, I know that this is technically like a good thing, but this isn't a breezeway. This is the problem with this, is like, a breezeway divides a map in two. It's not something that connects two parts of the same map. Well, it is, but not like with a secondary rotation area. You know, like it would have to have this section carved out or something. So. Yep. Like this kind of thing we want to bring back, where it's just like a glass hallway basically, but I don't know what to call it, because it doesn't really fit any like true definition, you know. Where are my overrides? Give overrides, please. We're going to undo what we did. Yeah, I'm not denying that. Not denying that at all. But by definition, like, that is not a breezeway, you know? A breezeway divides a map in half. Like, this would be the divider. Again, I do want to bring back the glass hallways, but like this technically is not a breezeway. Which sucks, because like this stuff would be cool, you know. Anyways, What if Breezeway had shutters? I mean, yeah. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, but I like the fences. I like the fences because now we don't have 3 green doors into a level. It's 1. And then if you wanted to go in here, like let's say Bomb was in kitchen, right? You could still wall charge in. Oh, a little tiny hallway. Oh, he's so cute. It's like a little storage closet. I mean, the map setting doesn't really matter. But yeah, like having more than one breezeway, like if there was like this one, let's just make it, I suppose. Let's turn on our snaps. You get to see the behind the scenes. Oh my god, this glare in my room right now, it is so hard to see. I feel like an old man squinting at my computer screen. What's that on the computer screen, What is that? I believe that's all of them. Let's look real quick. Oh yeah, and then we gotta do this stuff. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point. It's a dangerous rotate. Like, I'm not saying that it's good or bad, but it does make it so that you actually have to think about what you're doing instead of just square map go burr, you know? Like at the end of the day, I want to make rooms that are fun. And I want to make rooms that are interesting. But the problem is that, like, interesting and fun are pretty hard to come by in, like, how do you put it? Well, they're not hard to come by, but they're hard to come by and then implement in a way that's actually fun, if that makes any sense. Like, we could come up with interesting rooms, but they might not be fun. We can come up with fun rooms that might not be interesting. And the goal is like, well, we kind of want both of those, you know? Let's see. So if we do the breezeway, if we do one here, space here, I think that'd work. Before I do anything else, let's just make let's make a copy of that real quick. Because I am editing the wrong one. So let's do a copy on this guy. And let's go to the new one. Alright, cool. Now we can just bada bing. Now we have 2 breezeway. Double breezeway. I feel like the meme, the scientist meme. Finally, double breezeway. With crouching cover, kind of like stage. Yeah, I mean, that's something else I've thought of. Is like, it does have the prop spawns, or the ability to spawn props in here, but I don't think it should spawn a whole lot of anything. Like, it should spawn like maybe a couple boxes here and there, but you know, nothing super super cover. So if we did something like that, and then maybe move this guy up. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to reselect all of these. Oh my god, I wish I'd just done this in the first place. Dun, dun, dun. Missed one. Wait, where? What are you? Wait, what? What the hell? Oh, okay, I see. That, and that. Cool. So that's kind of what the breezeway is supposed to just be, right there. Just that's what the level generator sees. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so if we have two separate breezeway areas, let's throw this here for the time being. So you have two separate areas. Where would they be? Probably like there and there. Because we could just do it like on the edges, but I kind of like it being off camber a little bit, or off center. Let's do. Are these? Why are these ones like weird? Whatever. And then we'll leave that one actually, and we'll just get rid of this one, or we'll move this one over. Pop. Cool. And then we need to get rid of these guys and these guys. All right, and then let's just take a look, make sure that we got what we want. That is that one. This is that one. This one, the one up here might be a little wonky. That's okay. Let's just kind of see if this would actually work. Let's get rid of that one. And we're not gonna need those side nodes. At least for the time being. Alright, cool. Let's also do this. Do that, and then let's get rid of these guys. I'm not a fan of these ones. Not a fan. All right. We did not get rid of all of them though. Okay, cool. Let's just weight these ones super heavy. Oh, they already are. Cool. You might be the only one there in on YouTube midair. There's other people talking in Twitch, on Twitch chat. Let's throw this into the room wrapper and see what it gives us. All right, time to see what this does. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's find out. The other thing with elevated breezeways is I don't really know how I would do that and make it look good, because the assets for breezeway were designed in a way to make it like flush with everything. Or at least we were using parts from like Lumberyard. So, oh, that's right, I forgot nodes. Oopsie. I forgot nodes up here, like a thumb. Yoink. All right. Stages with sandbags. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that like these roofs were not designed to be more than like this far above with the exit topper. So like you just have to make it bigger, I suppose. Like that. But you're just kind of playing this game of like halvesies. You know, where it's like you raise that up, you have to raise up the door, then it would have to have like an interior stairwell. And then it'd be like, well, stages only come in 2x2s at minimum, so you'd have like stage, staircase back down. Like you wouldn't really be able to do a staircase like here, for instance. It would only ever be in the breezeway. So I don't know. I haven't thought about something like that. It's never crossed my mind, quite honestly. I mean, feel free. It's a lot easier to do that kind of stuff with Make a Map because we can actually like spend time on maps, like a lot of time, as opposed to like these where, you know, there's really not a lot of time to be doing things. Yeah, some of these are kind of interesting. Like, I think that this is more interesting. You put a red door back here, especially. Let's turn off the snaps. I can't force the roulette to win, so no. I'll be rooting for you. How about that? Rootin', tootin', maps be shootin'. Yeah, I don't pick the Make a Map winners. I ask the CMs, hey, can I get Make a Map person? And they're like, yes. We're gonna do this one. I think this one is actually gonna work. Also, it's called Infernal Storm, and I think that's just the coolest shit. Dude, what? But what if we just left the truck here? Don't move, truck. It would kill so many people. That's the fun part. Yeah, see, I don't think DPL or new players or experienced players or really anyone would appreciate truck being in there. Or, you know, my boss or my coworkers or me. Yeah, I don't think that that's a go. It's a hard red light from me. Put in a cadet test, but what would it be testing? This is the problem. Infernal Storm, let's swap the names around. Map rotations, that's some way. Yeah, okay. I don't know how that would be testing map rotations, but you know. I can dream, Harold. Let's do it down by kitchen, because then we can put a red door up here. We can do red door and then red door. The confusing thing now is I have to figure out a way to separate these. That's gonna be hard. And this is so jank right now. That's okay. We will live with it. Da-da-da-da-da. Cool, and that one's already set up. Nice. Nope, that's the cinder block one. We want that one. Do that, do that. Put our doors in here. This map's so janky. Let's see. Can we fill out this club a little bit? Let's do that. Oh, thank you, amazing man. I appreciate the kind words. It is a team effort for sure. How are we gonna do this? Did it spawn with any pillars? No, it didn't. Cool. Make sure there's a door to bomb. There's 2 doors to bomb. What do you mean? Eventually. Yeah, eventually, amazing man. I have no time frame. I am not the one that works on it, but it is a feature that is on the roadmap, so hopefully brought back at some point. Oh wait, red door kind of useless. Yeah, I was probably gonna put like a one-way right here, like in this corner. Just trying to keep up with chat. Doop, 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 doop. Why not lockers topside? Because I just don't want to. Also, there's already a red door up here, so like, why would you ever take a red door that's further to get to, harder to get to, and gives you less than this one, you know? Like with this one, at least you can push this bottom area or have easy access into lockers. One smoke, I suppose, and you're over there, but I don't know. Like, not every red door has to be a great red door either. Sometimes doors are just doors. Let's put this guy in the middle. When was the last time that one way was used? Last week when I was making maps. It has been a while though, since it's been used. So we're trying to get some more use out of it. Because it is a very interesting thing. Doesn't have to be great, but next to green door. Yeah, but there's a one-way here. You can't just rush this side. This will clear out anyone from the one-way. It'll give you easier entrance into this side of the bomb site. Because we don't always want to snap 90 degrees. And, like, just holding control is... It just does it normally, you know? Like, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and boom. Done. It would probably be smart, but honestly, the thing I want more is a hotkey to change global to local for our snap settings. That would be, if you know a hotkey for that, please tell me, because this is something that I want a hotkey for. Because like if you do X, it changes pivot to center, and that one I use all the time. Like it's probably my most pressed key is Z, but we don't have one. As far as I'm aware, there's none for this. Like, oh, well, it's X. I'm a dummy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We figured it out. It's X. This is a one-way. This is a one-way right here. Don't worry. Don't worry. I just pressed a button and it happened. I was like, yeah, what's this button do? Look at that. Learning something every day. Map lead. I'm not the map lead. Excuse you. That is Mr. Axum. Yeah, this is a one-way, so like you can't go that way. Like there's no, you can't climb that. There's no ramp, but this way it's a one-way, or a one-way ramp, I should say. It's not like a one-way peak, which I know the terminology can get kind of mixed up because like in other games there's one-ways, but it is not like a one-way visual thing. We're just gonna do some simpleton stuff for this. And then let's just put like a shower right there. Let's get rid of this guy, or we could do that. Yeah, we'll do that. A little floating. We'll get rid of this bench. I think this bench is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. Bench right by the red door and lockers. I don't think so. I think that this one was going to be wonky, but this one I think it'll be fine. Make map monkey. What? Map monkey Sando, thank you. Yeah. Call it ramp. I don't think it's worthy of its own thing. Like, because we could do like that and then something down here, but it's like this is technically all hallway, you know? I don't know. I think it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it. I get very hung up on the little details, and I'm trying to not do that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that thing was gonna cause some problems. Oh my goodness. Can you actually fit through there? Yeah, you can. It's just kind of tight. All right, let's see what else we got. We could do something kind of silly, like a bar connected to the club, so you could defend like against this as well. But I also don't really want to incentivize defending against like a doorway like that. I'd rather have it be like the bar like this. Maybe like that. Fighting position against the door is a little bit better that way. I also just don't like how big that 3-wide bar is. The 3-wide bar is kind of weird. It's wonky. OG bar? I mean, sure. OG bar is good. I just don't like how much space it takes up. It takes up a lot of space. And like club already has a lot of things that do that. They just kind of take up space. So hello, Midair. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. No floaters. All right, so let's take a look. See, like the other problem, I guess, the other problem that I have with like offsite holding is if an attacker gets to sight, like, you shouldn't have to be able to, like, you shouldn't have the option as a defender of, like, just sitting way back in a different part of the map and just, like, plinking at them while they have the bomb. Like, they have bomb control. It's now the attacker has the bomb. The defender has to go and attack them. Like, they have to push towards the bomb. Whereas, like, if the defender can just, like, sit anywhere, you're just going to end up with people that are always just off doing their own thing, and you get to the bomb, you've won the site should be yours, and then you just kind of have a defender that could be, like, literally anywhere, and they'll just shoot you because they know that you're touching the bomb, because it just tells them, you know? Like, that's my argument against, like, you being able to see bomb from, like, another room. But that's just a personal opinion. If I do like this is more manageable. I think that this is better than having it be, like, face the breezeway. I'm not a fan of having it face the breezeway. Because of the exact reason I just said, is, like, you already have a ton of angles that you have to worry about in these maps. You shouldn't have to worry about just some random one. Like, any angle that I can eliminate, it's a good idea. Hey, sugar. And bombs are too old to defend? Yeah, I agree. I agree. Some bombs are hard to hold. Why not 2 small bars? I don't know. Just never tried it. Like, bar really works because it's ballistic cover and it's predictable. Like, if you have a bar, right? Like, let's say that we did a bar here and a bar here. My philosophy on that is, now you have 3 bulletproof pieces of cover. I'm actually not sure. Are these sandbags bulletproof, or are they still very thick? I think they're still very thick. They're ballistic. So you have 3 areas now of bulletproof cover. Instead of being able to throw a flash in and then run behind one, you have to run behind 1, run behind 2, and then hope that this person isn't, like, not flashed while you're, like, trying to rapid check these. Whereas if you just get rid of one, it's like, okay, well, we know that they're gonna be up here and we know that they're gonna be down here. Cool, we can deal with that. Like, flash him. Done. You know, there's no, like, oh, well, this one room is the same amount of effort as this whole side of the map, right? Like, maps are best when they are predictable. When you can predict that the enemy is going to do something, it's a great feeling, and you call them on it. Like, maps fail when it's just, oh, hey, clutter, random shit thrown everywhere, shoot the people, don't make a plan, run in, win. Like, maps fail on that philosophy, and they kind of always have, and I've learned that the hard way plenty of times. Simplicity is good. I really want this. I want this door to be blocked off from here a little bit, but I suppose it's also not the worst thing. Yeah, but that relies on you getting in deep, which is player skill. Like, you're still predicting that they're going to be behind the bar and that they're going to be up here, and that's good. I don't want to get rid of that. Prediction is good. Prediction makes you feel smart. DP is a big brain game. When you have big brain moments, it feels good. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, yes, and on the other hand, I disagree. Like, if it's the only place to hold, you know, that's probably not good. But we can work on that. I would rather have a room that you look at it and you're like, okay, you look at a club, you know where they're probably going to sit. Like, if you reduce the map down to this, you could name where they're going to sit, right? Like, we can agree on that. If you look at, let's say, a hallway, you'll probably know where they'll be. It'll be like right here, right? Like, because that's pretty much where you can hold it, or they'll be like holding it through a door, or they could be in the admissions, right? Still a little bit more complex. You look at like a lockers, and it's just kind of like rat haven. Because it's like, well, I mean, where could they hold? Like, either side of this, they could be in the shower, they could be behind here. You could be holding it from like here on the doorway across. Yeah, it's just, when you have a simplistic room, it just works better. Because, like, you know, the expansion ability of a room, or the ability to expand a room's ideas, is something that we're constantly looking at. But it's also hard to, like, not just make it an insanely complex room that you look at it and you don't even want to attack because they could be in 30 different, like, spaces. Like, that is bad room design. I agree that there's not enough holds in club. I do. I get it. But the other thing is, it's good to have not a whole lot of holds because they're predictable. Like, you want to be able to have more than just like, oh, they're going to be behind the bar and they're going to be behind the sandbag. You want more than just that. I agree. But you also don't want it to be, okay, well, they could be literally anywhere in this room, and this whole room by itself is very powerful. And, like, you can just sit in this one room and not do anything else and win the game. Like, that is horrible design. Like, every room should be strong and have a flaw or a predictability element to it. And if you don't have that predictability, it just becomes horrible to play on. Like, lack of predictability is just a bad thing in due process. It's horrible. Me no likey. Alright, I think that this level is done. Is there anything missing? We got 2 red doors. We got... The door is blocked, I think. Hallway could probably use something else. I'm also thinking that we moved this door up to here. Let's do... Yeah, I was also looking at that kitchen island and thinking that. Do that and that. It is a little off. There we go. And let's make sure this one was good too. Cool. Let's put like a tiny hold in the hallway, just for giggles. Then let's get that. That. Should stick it in the wall. So there we go. Lockers can only be cleared with 2 flashes if you breach the red door. Remember that this is a one-way. You cannot get to this side of lockers without going through here if you go through the green. Like, if I'm gonna think about anything with equipment and how it's used, I'm going to think of barbed wire, because that's like one of the few things I can control. Flashbangs and flashbang placement is just something that I have no control over. Smokes I have control over to some degree, but people tend to just not use smokes outside of factory. Yeah, like, I would rather spend my time looking at a map and being like, yeah, this room could probably be improved this way, or the map could be utilized in this way, instead of trying to think of how every angle and every piece of equipment could be used, because that's how I started thinking when I first got hired on, and I basically just made maps that I thought were like big brain, and they just ended up being horribly complex and unbearable to play on. And like, you get into this mindset of, I need to think about every single angle, every single possibility, every single little detail, and it's like, no, I would rather just make 15 maps and put those in and then be done with it. Like, I don't want to sit there and think about every angle, because it just takes too long. Like, we're in the business of making lots of maps, and every map should be good. Not all are. But at the same time, like, you know, we only have a week to make these maps. Less than a week to make a weekly map update. So, you know, I can't really afford to think about every single little angle. It just doesn't work. I fall behind on work. Yeah, but like, that's the thing. Your kill house smokes are you deciding to utilize a piece of equipment. It's not a map designer going out of their way to try to affect the gameplay balance of the equipment or the guns or like anything like that. Like, what I have control over is stuff in the map and how the map is played. And I know I just said, like, I don't think about angles. To some degree I do, but I guess not in the sense of like, oh, you can hold, you know, this angle here to here and this angle here to here, and like, I'm not sitting here drawing out angles. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you could probably hold this door and like, and go like this, cool, right? Like, I don't know, like, overthinking things is just how you get to insanely complex maps that aren't fun to play on. Like, DPL doesn't like them, new players don't like them, devs don't like them, no one likes them. No one likes insanely complex maps. Do they have a skill ceiling to them? Yeah, sure, but yeah. I think they're overrated. Let's get another one. Do you think that the fences around Breezeway is like the way to fix it though? Because now, yeah, you have to sacrifice a wall charge to go into Breezeway. Like, sure, you can get in there super quick, but you're, you know, it's essentially Storefront Rush 2.0, but you actually have like holds you need to think of. Man, it does not like to spawn around the edges right here. Oh, because I told it not to, but I don't think hallway is the move with this stuff. I just don't think it is. I think I'd rather have another room. I'm gonna turn hallway off and see what happens. Let's turn hallway off real quick. Turn that off. Say select 4. Let's see what happens now. Bricks divided the breezeways. That could be something. I mean, I don't think we've ever done a double breezeway like this. At least with like when breezeway separates the maps. Like here, this is fine. You know, you have your green door. We can just put bomb in office and call it a day. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I think that that's cutting down on what breezeway should be. We'll see how this stuff works out. I'm gonna make one more of these double breezeways with this map, and then I'll take this one out. The double I'll just turn breezeway off or something so we don't get more of these. Make some more like lumberyard and vault maps. Heck, I'll make an airlock map too. I'll make one because it's a bit of a pain in the butt to set up, but that's alright. I got time. The utility game that I think of is barbed wire, because that is the one thing that is directly affected by me placing things in maps. Smokes tend to fit in the barbed wire spots. I'm not going to think about flashes pretty much at all. Flares are up to player discretion. So, I mean, Molotovs are about as big as smokes / barbed wire. Like, if I think about barbed wire, I'm thinking about the other ones that are directly or indirectly affected by map design. So, you know, it works out, you know? If I think about barbed wire, I'm thinking about 3 things at once, but I'm only thinking about one thing. Doors per charge? I don't follow, but okay. Like, the bigger deal with that previous map is, like, if you wall charge in, you could just run straight into bomb room even quicker than a storefront rush. But the thing is, like, I would rather have a wall charge be used on literally any other map for any other reason than a storefront. Because I'm trying to still figure out, like, what is the player tolerance for a wall charge to be used on a map other than C-Store? Because that's the meta, right? Like, we're in agreement on that the meta for wall charge is storefront. Because it's easy. It is the meta. And so how do I shake up the meta? Well, a part of it is, you know, make it more viable on other maps. Is it gonna mean that it kind of sucks? Yeah, but you're also really vulnerable just running in through the open, getting shot from potentially 2 different doorways. Plus, if I add windows, it's like, well, you know, there we go. Done a bomb in a breezeway? Yes, it gets some comments. Some interesting comments. It wasn't with this type of breezeway, though. That's the important distinction. It was with the like interior glass hallway thingies, like the breezeways before breezeway. Oh, you know what I didn't do that I'm gonna have to do? Okay, I'm gonna make a note of this real quick. I didn't fix the probes on this breezeway, so right now, if we turn on snaps and look at this breezeway, I bet you anything. Yeah, so it has just like a random level volume out here, because I never moved that one back. All the interior stuff is just super bored, yeah, so I'm gonna have to fix all of that later. Because otherwise this breezeway is not gonna work. It's gonna be all sorts of whack. Alright, let's make a map. Post room, we need lighting. This is gonna be the last one. Yeah, I gotta do the other one too. But the good thing is, if I just update the breezeway, like, room tile, like if I just update this guy, it's gonna update both of them as long as I reload the levels, so it'll be fine. Just lock that so I have it accessible. Obligatory tub spot? Yeah, sure. A real Chad uses tub even when tub isn't viable. And then they die, and then they're like, but why tub bed? I tried to shoot man across floor in factory, and he no die. Another one of the brick house pieces. But like right here? One of these? Yeah, I mean, shotguns are a hard thing to balance. I am very, very glad I don't I don't have to balance the shotguns. Coming from Dirty Bomb and always getting one shot by shotguns fucking sucked. I'll be honest. Any game that has shotguns that one-shot you, it's just like, I guess I will not play. Like point blank, like barrel stuffing someone should one shot, but one shot from, you know, 8 meters, sheesh, fuck that. I'd rather not. Oh, you were talking about, I didn't realize that there was a brick house. Let's see. Another one of the brick house pieces in that lower bit. Oh, like this? Is that what you're talking about? This guy? Yeah, I mean, I love Dirty Bomb too. I'm just pointing out, like, what I have experience with shotguns that felt good, but were super unfun to play against. You could run up to someone with 150 health and just shoot them in the face, and they would die every time. Or you could do it from range too, and they'd still die. Like, I mean, obviously our game is a little different because we only have 2 health pools to work with instead of, you know, what was it? It was like, I think, did Proxy have 100 or 125? Because it was like Proxy, Aura, they both had really low health pools. It was like all of those super small characters had health pools, and then you had like the mediums, the bigs, and then you had like Rhino with like 200 or something. Who's your Dirty Bomb main? I think Sawbones. I was really big on Sawbones, Amy, oh god. And then Stoker. I loved Stoker. Stoker was probably my main because I got the Obsidian card for him with the AK, and I love that card. That card's so much fun. Does like extra damage to vehicles. You get extra burn damage from your Molly, and then I think it had like I think it had fast reloading. I want to say it was fast reloading. It was a gun skill of some kind, but damn, that card shredded people, and the AK felt so good. Good night, Merchant. Yeah, hopefully you get to play on these and then re-at me for making another horrible Breezeway map. Oh yeah, some of the Alienware cards were really cool. Forgot about those. I don't think I ever got the Alienware cards. Maybe I did. I don't remember if you had to buy something for those though. I definitely got a card of some kind. But I remember like most of the cards weren't very good. Like most of the promo cards. Some of them were pretty good. Like I remember there's a Skyhammer that was like the M92. That was like the best Skyhammer you could get. Because it had like M4 revolver, Explododom, like drilled, and something else. I think it was like cooldown, faster cooldown. That one was really good. Yeah, I haven't played Dirty Bomb in a hot second, but I also don't think that I'd be able to right now with just my hands. That game takes so much out of my hands, it's ridiculous. Alright, how do we want to do this? Where do we want these red doors? I kind of like the red door up here. I'm thinking red door there and then maybe red door brick house. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Nope, that's a little bit too long. Let's get rid of that guy and do just scoop. Scoop. Now you have a choke point. Kablam! Yeah, I was thinking we do a red door here to get you around this choke point. But you still have to run across the breezeway sightlines, and then we do one here. I think I want to make this one a little bit more choke pointy. Just trying to figure out. Ooh, yeah, that's good. I like that. Because then you can put barbed wire like right around the corner. I like that a lot. I don't just want this to be like a replication of lockers though, so let's maybe change this up a little bit. Let's get some fridges in here. It's getting hot in here. Let's get the door. Cool. Oh, we did not save that level earlier. Oops. Do. Ooh, actually, you know what? The truck gun might be able to see in there. Let's check real quick. Let's see. Ooh, it might be able to see in that door. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. I will turn it around, and then I don't think it'll be able to. Okay, yeah, if I just turn it around a little bit, it won't be able to. Cool. Ooh, all right. I'm gonna do some final fixes on the breezeway, but other than that, we are done. Just gotta do some final things. Cool. Well, if there are no final comments, questions, or concerns, I will be taking off. So does anyone have anything they'd like to ask or say? Now's the time. Otherwise, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Next week, I'll be doing 2 map streams. So look out for those. Let's see. I think I'm gonna end up doing them on Monday and maybe a late one Thursday. Yeah, because I think next week I'm gonna try to help out the city with a bike park. So, we'll plan for Monday and Thursday. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, because Axum's gonna be gone, so he wouldn't be able to do it. Well, alrighty, thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by and saying hi. I really do appreciate it. So everyone take care, and I will see you next week.
I'm receiving at 39. S61, I'm receiving at 39. Frank. 661, I'm receiving at 39.